When will I be good enough to be all I wanna be? When will I be good enough to live my life and be free? When will I dance till the morning lights up my day? When?
When we first met at Mercedes, it was a chance meeting. You were talking about your vision of Haiti and what your strive is and your mission is to ease the suffering in Haiti and how much this really deeply means to you. Are you prepared to talk of the work that you are doing in Haiti and what your vision and mission is here?
December 2010, we were some of the first scientists to identify the cholera outbreak and where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
And communicated to the UN and to the White House about those issues and set up systems so that we could stop the impact of cholera in communities. But it was not scalable countrywide. We're now scaling it countrywide. So we now have a new president. The new president's very concerned about this. A new prime minister, very concerned, willing to work with us. So with that kind of collaboration, along with the international institutions, the NGOs, all converging on a solution, then we're accomplishing a huge amount.
Fantastic.
This is a society that it was one of the wealthiest places on earth at one point, Port-au-Prince, the capital of Haiti. But it's also been a very troubled nation for a long time. They now have 10.5 million people in an environment where they can only feed 2.5 million with their current production. They can raise that, but probably not to the level of feeding 10.5 million people. So what happens under those circumstances? That's one of the things we're looking at very carefully. It's not enough just to take away cholera. Now, when you deforest a society, an ecosystem, like they've done in Haiti, they've cut down 98% of their forests.
And why have they done that? Why have they cut all those trees down?
Well, they use the trees for energy. They cook their food with it. But with just slight changes, you can reforest.
Right.
And maintain that reforest. But then the problem is that 85% of the population, roughly, practice open defecation. So they go to the bathroom everywhere. And so human waste is in all of those watersheds. So when you drink the water, you're drinking human waste. Unless you're filtering it. So that under those conditions, you get cholera. Cholera was one of the diseases that in nature, without human technology, it would level populations very fast. So what we're trying to do instead is to have them understand in each community how they can remove the threat of cholera, but not just stop cholera, but every other waterborne disease, and in achieving that, understanding how much more they can do to move toward resilience.
So, I mean, we've talked a little bit about permaculture, and certainly creating resilience is your push, really, resilient communities that can take care of themselves, the resources that they have will keep cycling round so that they are within their own capacity, basically. So there's Haiti. What does it need to become resilient?
Well, I don't want to just bring in another 1,000 crates of food and make people more dependent on outside food. It doesn't make sense to me.
No.
I want to see them producing their own food in a way that's sustainable.
Brilliant.
Then we're creating mechanisms so that the people themselves in the community can resolve their problems, because that's the only way to make it sustainable. We set up a new type of disease surveillance using crowdsourcing and intelligent social networks. Crowdsourcing is enabling the Haitian people to use their cell phones to tell us if there's something wrong in their community. One of the innovations that we're using is a mobile banking approach. People can look at a map of Haiti and see the priorities of where the gaps are. This is going directly into the villages where they can see the transfer of funds to the individual,
Yeah.
you can actually see the fact that that village no longer has cholera. You know,
It's
so it's
amazing.
directly measurable. You can see the resources going in,
Yeah.
and you can see the impact.
Results. You can see the results. Direct connection between the giving and the receiving.
Yeah, and the difference it's making. You know, measurable changes in these communities, which stops cholera
Yeah.
and lays the foundation for resilience for that community.